Alright, how's it going, guys? We are back. And we're going to have a little discussion today about bridges. Not the bridges that look like, two docks put together, but these kind of bridges. This is a tank bridge. And there is an inventory one, there is an inventory and tank one, and then there's a universal one. And during testing, I checked out, I think, the tank one. It might have been the inventory. It's been a little while. I don't really remember. But I actually had found, while running the pipe for the Aqua Regia, that I needed one of these. So I figured I'd show you guys here. First thing you'll notice is it looks like an extender, because it basically is. Except for you have no faces. You'll notice there is nowhere that I can change this thing. If I switch it to monkey wrench, nothing. It's because this literally goes from left to right, front to back, and top to bottom. And that's it. It's that simple. It's a very easy block. I've been trying to get Greg to add something like this for a long time, and I was happy to finally get it done. And so this is basically what we're working with. We have hydrochloric acid up here. We have Aqua Regia over here. I need the hydrochloric to go down that way. I need the Aqua Regia to go that way. So we're just going to pop that right there. And then you'll see that we have up here hydrochloric acid. There's 2 pipes, so 1,500 per pipe. And then down here it says all of the rest. And then here you have 500 Aqua Regia there, and you have 8,500 over there. Now that is one thing that this does, is it breaks your network in half, just like an extender does. So if that causes an issue, Greg said that he seen after we did testing that it might cause an issue with the inventory one, that if you're trying to route things and need them to go to a specific place from point A to point B, and you need it to go to B, but it could also go to C, that if you put this in the wrong place, that it may mess with that. If anybody sees where that's going to come up, let us know. You can stop into Greg's IRC or let me know in Discord, comments, whatever. I told Greg I didn't think it would be an issue and it was nothing that he needed to change. I don't know if he's actually going to go ahead and change it anyways. Trying to read that guy's mind is a terrible idea. But I told him that I'd mess around with it a bit and let him know if I ran into any issues or if I heard of any issues. So let one of us know, and we'll explain it. If you do let one of us know, have pictures available of what the setup was you were doing, why it was an issue, shit like that. But I finally got some stainless steel done. I got about 50 pipes, so I'm working on getting that pipe ran over here to our bath for our Aqua Regia setup. I'm just working now on figuring out how I'm running it through here, because I have this big old pipe here. Then I have that one over there. I could do another bridge here. The only issue with doing it here is this pipe is full of 200, 200, 200, 200. I'd have to have 4 different drums to pop all that stuff out, or take the loss of 800 fuel, 800 of 4 different, you get the idea. I can drop it down one, but then I'm going to run into this one, which is CO2, which is not an issue. I can go right past that one, but what I'm thinking is I need this fluid to come into the top of this. So I'm actually thinking about going up the wall, in the wall, putting some covers over it to make it look like the wall, and just running it basically right along the back side of those barrels to go right in here. That's what I'm currently thinking that I'm going to do. I can put it in through the side, so I could also put this pipe up here, and then, you know, I could do this. So these would be going into there, and then this can go in. Well, the fluid has to go in on the top or the left. So I would actually, no, wait a minute, that is turned around that way. So yeah, that's the output. That's the input. So yeah, I could run it into there, but I think I like this idea of running it across the back of those barrels and just putting it right like this. And falling off of the pipe. By the way, if you guys have noticed, down there in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, you will see my name. And no, it isn't because I think you guys are going to forget my damn name, or so I don't forget my own damn name. Junior and I are working on doing something for some of the series that we work together in, and we decided, since the two of us do videos on this channel, sometimes it's just me, sometimes it's just him, and what we're working on is basically where you guys will be able to see both of our point of views in the same video. We're just going to leave it on all the time, so you guys don't have any question of who you're watching, seeing as how we have pretty similar sounding voices at times. I'm not really sure how you could mess it up and not be sure who it was. He tends to be a whole lot more animated than I do, and a bit faster than I am with things. He doesn't tend to ramble quite as much as I do, kind of like what I'm doing now while I'm laying this pipe. Okay, that should get it there. And I still have 3 pipes left over. I do have more going, so that's not a big deal, but we now have Aqua Regia in there. So as soon as I hit this, it will drop it into there, and we will get the first bit of this done. I just need to do that. And we need to do that. Shit. We need to do that because we do not want that output to come out. Because these do not go to the shredder. We have a recipe for the shredder where we could send them to the shredder, but we can also send them directly into the centrifuge. And that's what we want to do. So I'm going to probably, yeah, let's go ahead and try this out here real quick. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of my name down there in the corner. It's something I can easily turn off if for some reason you think it is distracting or getting in the way of content. Just, you know, yell at me, let me know. But it should be there if there's no issues for the foreseeable future. Hopefully our idea is going to work out for what we're trying to do. Now we have a whole bunch of them here, and I do believe that these are supposed to combine now inside of mass storage. It was really nice that Greg added that feature for us after we no longer needed it. You know, after we could centrifuge the tiny ones, but I guess better late than never. So that means I can, well, I got that pipe in the way. I can go ahead and do that, which will send them into there. Because this is the same pipe, I should have no problem of them going past it. And that means we now have our refined native platinum, which can be basically done nothing other than shred it. So we're going to go ahead and send it right on over there to do so. Now down here we have nitrogen monoxide, water, and the nitrogen monoxide went down there. Son of a gun. See, I need to filter that out. I actually didn't think about the fact that you can electrolyze nitrogen monoxide. What I need down there is the water and the chloroplatinic acid. So that's going to need stainless because it might, wait a minute. Nitrogen monoxide is a gas. Is chloroplatinic a liquid? Yes. So that should save me. That is oxygen. So if we do this, we pop that there, and we need to close that so no more goes in. Can we? No. It is not letting me pull it out of there. My guess is that this is the first tank. And so it's wanting to pull the liquid first and won't allow me to pull the gas. That's my idea. So let's grab 2 of these so we can check this out. Do I have a... Yes, I have a stainless steel tap on me. Alright, there should be no reason why, unless there's something in that. Aha! There absolutely was something in that. And I didn't realize it. Okay. So, success. We got it pulled out of there. And I guess the one good thing about that is that we now have it in a drum. So let's actually look at this real quick. So Aqua Regia is going to put out 4.5 chloroplatinic acid and 4.125 water. And this in the electrolyzer is going to need 6. So it's going to put out enough water to do what it needs to do plus. So if I just do this, and I do that, and then I set this to blacklist, then that will allow the water in that we need and the chloroplatinic acid, but not the nitrogen monoxide. And then the extra water will go out. We'll send that out somewhere else. And because this is the first place it can go, it should go there first. Alright, so let me get these out of here for the moment. I need a card set to 1, which I think I have a... Yes, I have a card already set to 1 in here. Yes, I'm that lazy. I don't have an ender chest. I have an ender backpack. Alright, so now we put this in here. It does its thing. And there's our platinum. So we not only have the 2 platinum that'll be coming out of here once this runs again and forces it out, but we have an extra platinum from that. And once we get the centrifuge set up for this, we will have the platinum group sludge processed, which is going to give us a 7.2% chance, 8 times 7.2% chance of giving us tiny piles of platinum, along with palladium, rhodium, ruthenium, osmium, and iridium. The main reason for this is the osmium, because you need osmium for osmium wires. The rhodium and ruthenium I don't believe have a use. Palladium I don't remember having a use. There's a mixer recipe where you can make advanced black sea foam. I'm not real sure I've ever made it. I'm guessing that once it hardens, full sea foam, only breakable by owner once dry. Regular sea foam, canning. Okay, so that's what the advanced is for. So the advanced makes it so it's only breakable by the person who made it. Okay, interesting. I don't think I've ever looked at that, to be honest. I'm not a seafoam type of guy. I might have to try that out on the server someday. But yeah, that's the basics of it. Now I just got to get all of these sent in there, which now that we have all of that done, the only thing I need to worry about is getting the output here that goes to the dust stuff, which we have this pipe here is our dust stuff. So we can run this basically like this. This may change once I get everything else done. But yeah, that's it. And then I can smack that one, send that in. So there's our platinum. That never did go out, so I'll take it out. I can put an extender there that would force it out. And I may need to at some point. But we can just throw that in there and let it run. But now that will get us everything we need. And actually, that's the problem. I need to put one of those. That's the way I've been doing this, because this is going to sit here and build up everything else, because it can't put it in there. Although it actually is acting like there's something stuck in there. Or did I accidentally set this emits to selected side disabled accepting from... Yeah, that's what it is. That is supposed to be enabled. That's why it never forced it out. There we go. Now it's moving. I never use that feature. I always forget that we have that feature. But there we go. Now it's popping them out when it can. And down here we have our hydrochloric and our oxygen that we need to deal with. And you can see everything just popped out of there. And that means we should have 17 of them up there. All right, so we'll continue this work getting the fluids out of here. Next, we're going to work on getting the hydrochloric acid that comes out of here piped back over to the hydrochloric acid tank. And then we're going to have to get the nitrogen monoxide and the oxygen from here and send that in to be mixed back up to nitric acid. And then the hydrochloric acid will get mixed in with that to make more Aqua Regia, which I am going to attempt to do that in here. Not there. In here. I'm going to attempt this. I don't know if I can do it, but we're going to attempt it. Because we have the hydrochloric acid being turned off when it gets to 1,500 buckets, so that should leave extra room in here. So we should be able to put the hydrochloric acid back into this tank, make the nitric acid, send it into that mixer, and so it's going to take a little bit of finagling, but I think I can make it work. So we'll deal with that one in the next one. I will go ahead and get some of the piping done here that needs to be done, and we'll set up the mixers right here next time. And hey, look, 36 more. We're almost done with the ferric chloride, so we can finally get started on all of this manganese chloride we're building up. And I didn't have a whole lot of iron. I wasn't, out of iron dust, but I didn't have a whole lot before we started this. But holy crap, we're up to almost 4,000 after running all that. So I did pretty good. All right, so take it easy. Have a good one. I will see you guys next time.